Hello everybody, welcome back everybody to episode 7 of Space Engineers. So, for some reason, my recording keys have broken and I didn't realize that I wasn't recording. So I recorded for about 10 minutes and then noticed it and I built this ship and I'm really sorry. This series has just gone so far. Stupid distractions, dumb people, interruptions. Ugh. I mean, I think I'm just gonna. I think what I want to do to fix the problem is when I'm pressing the record button in OBS, I'm always gonna just press the button. Um, and that's gonna solve the problem. So I built this ship right here. We have a lot of downward thrust. We have two electrolysis reactors, and then we have thrusters kind of like in a really OCD unfriendly way, but it's fine. Okay. Now I actually put some stuff in here. There is enough stuff for me to bring up there into space. A decent amount of stuff, in fact. And right now I am in the middle of the way of needing to manufacture 100 reactor components. So these are reactor components. We should have enough silver and gravel to make one. To make all the 100. So and I think I'm actually going to make like 10 more just in case. Maybe not 100 more, like 10 more. Maybe one more. Anyway, that's reactor components right there. I need to go over there to this reactor and get uranium. 5 kilograms should do. This seems to kick-start it again. Okay. I think I do want to build a bit of an antenna in case I lose the ship. Obviously, I definitely do want to build an antenna on the ship. So I think we're going to request for the manufacturing of some radio communic. I think we're going to react. I should ask for at least a couple of detector components, like 30 of them or something. Probably a lot more large steel tubes. Explosive, you really don't need interior plates. And I think with just 40 of these should be completely fine. So I think most of the stuff is really a little bit too big for me to kind of carry around, but it should be fine. So this is actually the decreasing, producing stuff into ice, well, into hydrogen. So yeah, there it is. We have detector components, and we have large steel tubes that I want to bring as many as possible into orbit, or I guess just space, because it isn't really orbit. I think I should just access it here to save some time. And then obviously the communication components are very heavy, so we probably don't want to. And then obviously want to carry the rest of them. Now, what I want to do first is I want to build an antenna. Just a normal antenna up here. Okay, we want to probably have it, pointing a bit sideways like that. And then that requires 4 communication components and like that. There we go. That's the antenna. And I do want to build an antenna, I think, here on the ground as well. But how many communication components do we have? Like in total? Like 38. So we can't really build one, but we do know where this thing is because we do have that marker over there. So this says mine. So I'm quickly going to set up the antenna. The antenna to, I think, yeah, about 11 to 10,000 meters should be fine. Let's go into space. So I guess I kind of skipped most of the process. So my whole goal for this mission, like what I want to do is as soon as I get into space, I want to be able to I want to build like a basic refining platform, basically almost like start again, but not really. I think really what I want to do is this is going to be like a rocket. Um, I feel like that was too much. And we need to escape the gravity well. Yeah, I need to get. So we only have a tiny bit of hydrogen left. That really kind of sucks. But if we should have enough to escape the planet's atmosphere, well, really just the gravity well is what I care about. And then after that we should. And after that, I should be able to find some ice and refuel it out in space near the asteroids. They haven't really appeared yet. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it really, this is just a way, I guess. So I definitely do want to build a mining ship, I think, up here, or maybe I could just mine things by hand. I do want to build kind of a bit of a mining ship, and I do need to test the parachutes. But up here, like, I could build like a communication antenna. Um, technically, this antenna is powerful enough to communicate all the way down to the surface. Like I really wish the antennas like in this game were like, because I understand that they obviously changed the antennas since like ages ago. So now like the laser antennas have like infinite range potentially, and then they had like tiny little antennas. I think used to have a range of like 5,000 meters. Now they have like 50,000. But I really wish that the large ship antenna had a range of like 250,000 meters. Like I wish you could communicate like pretty well with it. Like it was such a long range that I could, for example, go to the moon and have like one relay or something. That I'm pretty sure isn't really possible. So again, I'm just waiting. I should have plenty of fuel to get back into the gravity well, because think about it, I just need to burn a little bit, but obviously I need to be very careful because I don't want to. Oh my gosh, there's an asteroid right there. That was kind of scary. I thought I was going to hit it. I think it is a bit weird how asteroids spawn in gravity wells. Like, it's like, really? So you're telling me they're not being pulled down? And, like, gravity in this game is really, really, really weird. Like, some things are affected by gravity, and things like this don't really make any sense to me. Because, for example, like, in a ship where, like, the entire ship isn't really affected by gravity, the only things that are affected by gravity are, like, small objects that you drop, and, like, a person. And I guess that makes sense in some ways, because if the gravity generator has complete control of gravity, it could probably like give gravity in areas where players are at, like to a player, but not to anything else. So it makes sense that it would be able to basically produce gravity where a player is standing. But a natural gravity field you don't have that. It has to be natural, unless there's some kind of natural computer or something on the surface that is never mentioned. So some people might say, why are you ascending so carefully? Because I really don't want to run out of fuel. Because if I run out of fuel, I am basically screwed. I need to exit the gravity well completely, because otherwise I'm kind of screwed. Because then obviously I won't have enough fuel to keep aloft, I guess, keep floating. There we go, I just entered 2G right there. So it's a very derpy ship that got me up here. So anyway, it seems like all the asteroids that I found were down there. I definitely do want to get the oxygen tank, probably put one of these bottles away. The reactor components, yeah, sure, the uranium. How much power do they have left? 2 days. Okay. Now, what I quickly want to do is exit the game, and I want to increase the kind of like the loading distance of the asteroids, because I need to really, I want to be able to see where the hell they are. I have it set to like low, but just to save a little bit of performance, but I do quite like the design of that station. It is very, very simple though. You know, there isn't like a crazy amount of detail. It's kind of just like all these strips. So I like it, but it is a bit simple. Okay, now see, now that I have a bigger range, I should be able to see where the hell everything is. I want to be aiming for asteroids that are like above me or like the same level as me, like over there. And I'm probably going to be flying very far away from the ship, so I do not want to lose it. So I'm even going to put a GPS position here, and I want to quickly do that. And then I want the antenna block here in case I fly somehow further than this to be available. Check how much power I'm going to have. 10 hours with the better antenna signal. Just 10 hours. So I don't really feel bad burning like really, really hard while using my jetpack, because to be honest, it doesn't really matter. And one of the annoying things is that like the moon isn't in the sky, because in this game like things are really weird. Like in this game, there are no orbital mechanics. So basically, you know, the moon doesn't move around. This is real space. Obviously, the moon will move around the planet, right? What the hell is that? Okay. I'm just going to set a new GPS position over here. And then I want to pull up my drill. That's just an ice asteroid over there. Get in the asteroid. I like it. It's actually kind of like a donut shape, and there's definitely iron in here, but I'm really just looking for platinum. The asteroids are a little bit more annoying to find resources. Yeah, there we go, that's ice. Oh, and platinum as well. Damn. This is a lucky one. Anyway, I'm gonna be mining like this, so I should intercept the ice, and the idea is all the stuff that is a lot harder for it to float off. Okay, oh gosh, I like completely messed it up. Okay, I did waste a little bit of there, but... Oh yeah, I filled up the inventory anyway. Anyway, this asteroid has been marked. Anyway, by Fox too, so... So then we just have to wait until we get back to the ship. It's about like a couple kilometers away. I guess could have like a even less efficient maneuver because, to be honest, like jetpack fuel is so, like it goes down so slowly. So we found platinum, and that's really useful. That means we could have a decent amount of it. So I think what I want to do now is I want to build what I came here to kind of, oh gosh, to do. Well, you know, I think we're gonna get some platinum. It's like just saying, hey, I did it. But then after that, I'm gonna want to get back. There we go, tank filling up. I don't know, it's kind of cool. It was 100% now. 100%, yes. That tank has never been that full. And I'm thinking, you know, should I get the platinum or should I just go and just be like, YOLO? I think I'm actually just gonna go. I do want to be very careful though. So anyway, so this episode seems to be quite boring, really, because it's just getting into space. So I think from now on, I think I'm gonna like cut this out. But basically, this is I just want to test this out because I really don't want to like overload the mass. I'm thinking, but at the same time, you know, should I do that? Like thinking about, okay, so I have plenty of hydrogen fuel now. What if I just build like a base right there on that asteroid right there? So at the rate the tank is going down, I don't think it is. So what I want to do is I want to build a station, and here the station is going to have, I guess, a little bit of like real gravity. So it won't be like truly in 0G, but that's kind of cool. And what I want to do here is I want to build like what I just said I was going to do, build a like reactor basic like setup. There we go, lock this landing gear. So the asteroid's got a little bit of gravity, like 6 of 3 it looks like. But obviously it's actually the planet, because of space engineering physics. Anyway. Okay, now ideally I want to build, so for example, I want to use as little material as even physically possible. So basically we're going to have, bring back some of the material, governmental grids, computers, solar panels I guess, maybe. Tubes. Forgot the motors. Motors. Is it the right way around? Yep. And I want to build an assembler. There we go, an assembler. There we go, that's an assembler right there, and then I think we need the last little kind of like cherry on top thing, and that's the reactor. Yeah, it's just a small reactor would be completely fine. I don't need anything more powerful than a small reactor. Okay. Uranium. And I think that the last one missing is construction components. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to make it like a chair. Get like a passenger seat. I guess that's what they call it in this game anyway, a seat. And I think I need to get interior plates for that. And then I want to make like a seat, just kind of like on top of the nuclear reactor, because, you know, I guess that's totally where you want to sit. And this is just kind of like a gigantic stack, so. And the whole idea of this allows me to see how much power I have, you know, for how long, and you know. I do want to bring up materials to make a med bay up here, and obviously in the future I do want to set up actual manufacturing up here. Cool. I'm just looking at it, I actually quite like it. I like how there's not a single conveyor. I think it'd be quite funny to just try to do a challenge in this game, like a challenge where like you have to build a factory and you're not allowed to use a single conveyor belt. Like you just have to, well, not belt, but, you know, conveyor tube. You just have to kind of like connect everything to each other, like all the containers and refineries and stuff. I mean, I guess it would be possible, it'd just be a bit funny. But yeah. Okay, so and so I think another thing I think we should do is maybe work on the ship, like a little mining ship, I said. But I think that's fine. So I think what I'll do when I get the landing gear, and I'm just going to not like I don't want landing gear that big. I just want to set up a little communication kind of buoy, I guess. And this is going to be like an antenna. We have 4 radio communication components that we need, and I think we need like a reactor. So a tiny reactor it is then. And then I think we probably want that chair. That chair that I put up here. Way the hell up there. Actually, I think we probably want to put it down here, so let's just put it there. And then I need, I think, considering how much energy we have for this, I think we're going to get like 4 uranium out of this, and 1 seems to be enough to power for like ever. So I think this is 8 days. How about this? 20 hours. How far away is the mine beacon? I guess we really don't need an antenna since we have GPS, but it doesn't really hurt. There we go. So you have 2 powered things now. Oh yeah, we probably, like, those components and stuff that I just brought up there, I probably want to leave them up here. Like that stuff that I brought up, I probably want to leave it like inside the assembler, I guess. Is where it could all lie. Because, you know, I know people that say, oh, it's kind of a waste, but I do want to bring up some more stuff in the future. Like, I brought up all this stuff and I really want to leave it up here because it's supposed to be up here. Like, that's where it's supposed to be. But I feel like I'm not going to have enough to fit everything, so I'm going to have to build a cargo container. But it doesn't hurt if I don't put, like, everything. I just bring some stuff. Like the most important things that should probably stay up here. And at that point, I'm basically maxed out at this point, and I can't really fit anything else. So I guess maybe some motors, and some more reactor components, and hydrogen bottle, that kind of stuff. Fine. Let's get in. So I want to look at beacon mine. Is that gold? Yeah, that's gold. Actually, just for you guys, I probably should burn a little bit harder. Like, burn! And there we go. Okay, I need to be very careful because I really don't want to smash into something at 300 kilometers an hour. I think I accidentally... Yeah, this is the kind of the wrong place to land. Yeah, so I guess you probably didn't enjoy this episode very much because this is probably very boring. It's really just me going up into space and down again at pretty slow speeds. But basically, the reason I was being very slow is because, like, I was worried I was going to run out of fuel and that kind of stuff. But now I feel like a little more confident. Next time I do it, I should be very confident because I basically have everything. All the confidence. So I understand that the parachutes they do work and they're not going to kill me. That's cool. But it looks like they're either not opening or they just suck. And just land. Oh, that was okay. This is at least the right valley, for gosh sake. Okay. Screw all of those. Anyway. One fly on manual. No neutron dampeners. Because I really want to conserve fuel. After all, we actually don't have that much fuel since it's a hydrogen ship. Or at least I should say a hydrogen powered ship, so we don't have that much fuel. So I do like how we could just mine 10k ice in literally a couple of minutes. Not actually not in minutes, like seconds. And then bam, we have a ship capable of getting into space. So I mean, really getting into space is actually really easy. Like I could have gotten, as I said, I literally could have gotten that stuff up there probably. Like I could have got the stuff to build a refinery up there in 2 trips, with my jetpack. That I could have done really easily. But that is probably that I was not expecting to park so much on the edge, literally, but okay. So that's really nice. I completed the mission. I built, well, partial success. I didn't build a mining ship, but yay. So anyway, so I think what I'm gonna keep doing is just mass manufacturing stuff for a while. Weld up some of the base. Possibly, I think what I might do is definitely get some stuff done. Yeah, basically, let's just talk about the plans for the next episode. So, I definitely want to, by next episode, what I want to do is I want to basically have most of the base welded up. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to basically have I want to have basically almost like a shipyard area, maybe possibly down here, like a big, really big kind of almost like hangar bay. That basically basically goes off of here and allows me to basically a place to build my ship. But the big it's kind of escape ship that I'm going to use to leave the planet. And I really want to get the production and the cooperative mode kind of working here because this is a bit insane. I also I want to probably figure out laser antennas, get to the moon. Before that, I really want to sort out all the stuff here on Earth first. So basically, so far the parachutes were fine. I actually think the parachutes are completely fine. I think what I want to do is I want to build, definitely by next episode, what I want to do is I want to build a ship It's a hydrogen powered ship. It's a lot bigger than this little like I guess scout. I guess it's kind of like that's kind of what it is. And I want to basically make sure that ship is tremendously big. It has like 5 large cargo containers, probably a couple of large thrusters, and it could be like fully loaded to the max with stuff and still take off. And it's probably going to have like 900 tanks or something. It's going to be really big. And the whole idea of it is I want to be able to take that thing into orbit with like a connector on the top with like a, you know, little hydrogen powered, um, you know, mining ship. And I want to be able to just go up there and just mine up tons and tons and tons of resources, iron, cobalt, platinum, because they're just easier to mine in space and bring them down here to Earth. Or maybe, yeah, possibly, but I don't know. There really isn't any point. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and bye. This has been episode 7.